Hi, and welcome to Masters of the Delta Blues Guitar with Kevin Duggan.
So that's the song. It's a lot of technique, dampening, here. So I'm using these 3 fingers, but a person could use 2. The rhythm part is on the top 3 strings. So I'm using 3 fingers here. And then down to this, which is, and I'm using these 2 fingers. So what you have is kind of like if you were doing a regular C on a guitar, you have that same shape, but it's right here on the 3rd and 4th, and then the same shape goes up to the 4th and 5th. So. And I'm doing this type of a bass, which if you have a hard time doing, which is a little bit hard to keep going, but if you have a hard time doing it, what to do is, do whatever you can. That might be a little bit easier. That's mine. Yes. Let's do it that way, is a little bit easier. So that's a hammer on it. I don't have anything, basically set in stone. That's your 1 chord right there. So, your D chord, seeing as you're in, and that's all on these top 3 strings. So if you wanted to, you could do. So again, that's a little bit of deadening, but what I'm doing there is grabbing these strings. For the 1 chord, if you want to make it a little fancy. So there's all kinds of things you could do like that, and slide up. Things that you yourself, as a guitar player, could maybe hear in your mind as far as like embellishments or whatever. So that's all the 1 chord. So then going to the 4 chord is the G chord. So right here is some great notes for your G chord, which is the open G and D strings. So again, I'm using 2 fingers. 2 fingers. These are the 2 I use. And if you wanted to, you could just sweep up with 1 finger. But hear that? Almost like a John Hooker-y type. I'm deadening the strings with my left hand. So along with doing that, I'm throwing this bass note in. So you have like 3 different things you can do there. You can do so that's back, that's open D, low string, hammer on 3, hammer on 4, open D again. Then there's my little pull up there. Or you can go hammer on 3, 4, then to A. That's D again. Or you can go hammer on all the way down to D, which means you're going to be hitting down on the D and then strumming up on the D and G. So you're hitting the same string twice, but it kind of works like this. Plus you have right here, you get like a boogie woogie rhythm. You have, I'm on the D string, you have D, E, F. So listen to this. So those are nice kind of John Lee Hooker-y type sounds. So that's taking care of the 1 chord and the 4 chord. Next would be going to the 5 chord, your turnaround chord. You know, you've done your 1, 4, 1, 1, 4, back to 1, and then you go to a 5. In the 5 chord, the gravity is unstable and it kind of demands resolution. I don't know if demands is a good word, but I suppose it really does. Wanting to go back, to the 1 chord where it would resolve. So for the 4 chord, a 5 chord rather, you have, these fingers that you have, there's your A. Because when you're doing a dadgad tuning, 3 strings that stay the same are your A, D, G. So those are the 3 strings I'm using right now. So there's an A chord, just like you would have on a standard tuning. Like that. So that's just a rhythm. I guess you could kind of associate with this song. So for that turnaround, I usually do that, which is. So you have just the 3rd, 4, down to the 2 fret on the D string. So I went from the A string, from the A string 3, 4, to the D string on the 2nd fret, then down to the G string, so you're hitting the A note, which is the 2nd fret in. Then you can hit it open or do whatever you want. Then back, you're going into your 4 chord. And what I didn't show you before, as well as doing this with your 4 chord, you can do this. You can go up here to your A string. So you're on your 5th string. So that's your A string, where you're, instead of being on your D string. So how that fits in with this is in your 5 chord, when you're doing your 5 chord, that little thing, you go from a 5 to a 4 to a 1. You go. You can hear it. Then a little walk-up chromatic. then you get like a D shape and just slide up. But the D shape isn't where you'd find it typically. In a standard tuning, the D shape is up one fret, one string. So then it comes down to do an A chord. So what it is, it's kind of like, you know, you have, so you can hear it kind of resolves there. So now you're ready to go, you know, you've done the turnaround and you're ready to go through the whole song all over again. So I'm going to do that 5-chord thing one more time, really, really slow. Walk up. And I'm pinching. Now you're all ready to go right back into that A, which slides up, or an A like that, but doesn't sound as good. So then there's another section I threw in the guitar where you're doing, you know, you're doing a bass line and a little kind of a Mickey Mouse type lead thing, and it's down here on the 7th fret and the 9th fret. So that's all. So you're doing, it's pretty simple actually. You might just, then, so that's your 1 right there. You know, you're right up in there in that, doing your bass line. So now you're going to go into the 4 chord. So that's all I do for the 4 chord, so I don't have to hit the bass note up here. I just, and then jump to this, which is a G chord. Pinching with 3 fingers, and then hitting the open G. Now I just drop this down chromatically. Then this, going to this shape, which is a B, actually B flat. And I'm just using two fingers. Then the 2 fingers again, same 2 strings, 5 and 4. Then 5 and 4 again. Bump, 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 bump. Now we're going back into the D. Bump, bump. So that's pretty much the whole song. It's kind of a nice song, I guess. Kind of jumpy. You know, there's a lot of avenues you could go with it to create your own type of brand or whatever you want to call it of the song. So, thanks. My name's Kevin Duggan. This is Masters of Delta Blues Guitar.